Well, if Barbie wasn't into knitting before, she can be now. Welcome to Poppy Seed Mini. Today, I'm going to show you how to make miniature yarn and other supplies for your crafty Barbie doll. I created a printable for today's project, and you can find it at my blog at poppyseedmini.blogspot.com, or get the link in the description box below. I have printed my printable on glossy brochure paper. To make the little miniature yarn, you can take plain printer paper and you're going to want to cut it 1 1/4 inches wide, the long way of the paper. So it should be 11 inches by 1 1/4 inch. And I like to use my paper cutter to make my strips. For every skein of yarn you make, you're going to need 2 strips of paper. For this part, I take a skewer. This is just a regular bamboo dollar store skewer. And I'm going to roll my paper up on the skewer. And sometimes it helps if you pre-curve the paper to kind of get it rounding already. So you're going to take and start rolling your paper around your skewer. And then you can add some glue. And the goal is to make it even on both sides and tight. You want it to be nice and tight. Keep adding glue, and then make sure you add quite a bit of glue when you get to the end so that that holds really well. Now, if your bottom or top ended up a little uneven, you can go and try to press that down. All right, put the skewer back in. Grab your second piece of paper and glue that on. Continue to wrap that around your first one. And again, add more glue to the top and glue it in place. Then I press down again just to try to make sure everything is as even as possible. And tight. I want it tight. All right, so now we got our roll. Once I have my roll made, I go and I trim off about 1/16 of an inch off the edge, and I'm just trying to round out the top edge. And it doesn't have to look perfect, it just needs to be rounded out. For today's project, I'm going to be using cotton craft thread. It is very similar to embroidery floss, but it has a different texture to it. It is twisted. And that is what gives the look of miniature yarn. I found this beautiful set of cotton craft thread at Hobby Lobby for $3.49. And I'm pretty sure I got it on sale even from that. So great deal. They also had another set with different colors as well. But I thought this came with a fun, vibrant set of colors to use. Once you have your color you're going to use picked out, I add a little glue down on something that I can grab from. I grab a toothpick to use as a tool. And I take my roll and I add glue to the top of my roll and a little bit inside the middle. Then you can take your thread and push that into the center of the hole. And I use my toothpick to kind of stick it down to the glue. Then I start wrapping it around the paper. And I make sure I cover everything. I don't want my white paper showing. I want it to look like it's a full roll of yarn. And I just keep spinning it around as I go and pressing it down into the glue. All right. Now we've got the nice rounded top. Just keep adding glue and rolling your thread around. Again, carefully making sure there are no gaps. If you do get a gap, just squeeze it in. Once you have it wrapped all the way around, you can trim off the extra. I'm going to do a little more. And then push that down into the hole. Of course, I'm on camera, so it's not going to cooperate. This way, if you want to pull out some thread and make it look like you're pulling some out, you can. There you go. Then all you need to do is cut out one of the labels, and I cut the bottom gray edge off. Then I wrap my yarn and glue on the label. Like so. Now, if you want to make it so the doll looks like she's using the yarn and it's pulling through the skein of yarn, I take a needle and then I push it through the center of the yarn. Then, as long as you're not showing the back side, you can appear to be continuously pulling out of that yarn, like so. To make a set of knitting needles, I take 2 bamboo toothpicks and I cut them both off at the same length. Then I cut a really thin strip of colored cardstock paper. It's about a 1/16 of an inch. Add glue around the strip of paper and glue it around the tip of your needle. May be a little difficult to get started because of how thin the paper is, but once you get going, it'll be fine. Once I get to the desired thickness, I trim it off. And I'm going to use a little bit stronger glue to glue it in place. Like so. Make a matching set, and now Barbie should be ready to knit. To make a pack of miniature crochet hooks, I cut out 2 of the crochet hook printables. Then I'm going to take one and I fold down right where the crochet hook picture stops on both the top and the bottom. And then I give myself about 1/8 of an inch and fold again on both sides. Then I take my glue stick and glue that onto the front of the other piece, right over the label part. Now, I want to make it look like there's little crochet hooks in the set. So I'm just going to take my wire clippers and a colorful paper clip, and I'm going to cut a length from the paper clip. And then I take my jewelry pliers and I bend over the top edge. And I try really hard not to wreck the coating. Now, this is not a real crochet hook. It doesn't look perfectly real, but it does look cool inside the little set. Now I have a thick needle, and I'm going to use that to poke a hole in the top of my packaging. And then I'll use it again to poke the bottom. And I just poke it in on one of the colors. All right, now that we got our little holes in place, you can slide your little hook in. Again, this is just for looks. This is not going to work for crocheting with. But we can fill up our little package full of hooks. And like I said, if you want to poke a hole at the top so that you could put it in your little miniature sewing store, you could do that. Now, if you want to make a crochet hook that works, I like to do that using toothpicks. This is a toothpick with a decorative end. And the key is to be very careful because that hook once you create the hook, that hook is pretty fragile. So I cut in to my toothpick at an angle. Oh, I already broke it. Okay, again, this needs to be a gentle process. And some toothpicks are just never going to hold up. It's like they're already cracked before you even start. Okay, again, cut in at an angle very carefully. You don't want to be prying against the wood. Now, I go back in with my knife at a different angle towards that other cut, and I cut out a deeper section, and then I pull that out. And that creates the little hook. Now, I could have gone a little deeper, but I'm not going to with this one. If I want a deeper one, I'll cut another one. Then I go from where the hook is and a little above, and I start cutting away the toothpick. And I work my way around and kind of round it out across the top to make that kind of pointed tip at the end. Now, I feel pretty good about this. I'm going to cut down and cut that top off. And then I'll just continue to whittle away any little bit that I don't want. Once you have it to this point, you can take a sandpaper and sand the end to finish it off. And then if you want the hand hold, you can also sand into it to create the little hand hold. Then you'll have a little wooden crochet hook that you can actually crochet with. All you do for the yarn needles is cut them out. And if you'd like, you can always punch a hole in the top if you're making this for a store display. But they're just for fun little room clutter for now. To make the little knitting book, glue the template down onto foam core board. Once it's dry, use a sharp blade to cut it out. If your blade's not sharp, it will cause trouble with your foam core board. Take the cover of the book and fold down all the edges. You guys will have to tell me what you guys think of this book cover. I used AI to get the art for the cover. Thought it was kind of fun. It's definitely interesting, putting in the little prompts and seeing what you get. Once you have all 4 edges folded, clip off the corners. Then you can use some school glue to glue down all 4 edges. Then I glue my foam core to the front cover of my book. Then you'll fold over the spine, kind of press it down a little bit. I'm just rolling my skewer over it and then curve it around the back side. And I line up my back side with the edge of the book, giving my spine kind of a rounded effect. Then you'll glue on the back cover. And then you'll have a nice little book for your crafty Barbie. Well, I hope you enjoyed this episode of Poppy Seed Mini. And I hope you enjoy making a little miniature yarn stash of your own. We hope you'll like, comment, share, and subscribe. And have fun crafting.